What's up, everybody? Wolf Overlord here, back with another story. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and I'm super excited to tell you all about it. But before we get into the video, I'd love it if you left a like, just because it helps the video and the channel grow. Also, big shout out to Justice Customs for doing my new logo, banner, and outro. You'll have to stay until the end of the video if you would like to see that. Regardless, she did an amazing job, so thank you so much. I'll leave a link to her Twitter down in the description, so go follow her. And if you need any type of artwork done, I'm sure she can help you out. She's very helpful and does awesome designs. So again, thank you, Justice Customs. So without further ado, let's get into it.
For a person like me, no love for a hoe, cause they all too nasty. Just some kids, fuck the world smoking.
So this takes place about 2 years ago. One of my friends had just moved into a new house and he wanted to throw a housewarming party. He invited me, so I of course said yes, and I also asked if I could bring one of my best friends. He said, "No problem, that's fine, bro. You can crash here since we'll all be drinking and smoking, or I'll just have my girl take you home." She was the only sober one at the time because she was pregnant, and she was going to be our sober driver, or our designated driver, someone who's not drunk or intoxicated by any substance that will take you home. The next night comes, the night of the party, and we get there. My friend lets us in, and it looks like everything's going well. There's music, people that I knew, and people that I didn't know. There was only like 10 people at this point besides us. Not a huge party or anything like that, but I was glad for that because I'm not really a big social person, and I'd never really been to any parties. I'm usually like the awkward person that just stands around and talks to like my two friends. So we chilled for a bit. My friend asked us if we wanted a mixed drink, and I asked what was in it because I'm clueless and I don't know much about drinking. I'm not really big on it either. I'm more of a smoker, especially after the first time I got drunk, but that's another story for another time. Anyways, a few more people come, and this one guy walks into the room with a bottle of vodka. And we're really not thinking too much about it at this time because it's a party, and yeah, people bring alcohol and weed and other stuff sometimes. Not really any of the parties that I've been to. Well, actually, there was. Yeah, I'm getting off topic. Anyways, my friend introduces us because he used to be the drummer in one of his bands, and we're like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" We talked for a minute. At this time, everybody who was gonna be there is there, and we're all wanting to play games. So my friend gets out his beer pong table and gets two teams together that want to play. Me being one of those people, uh, my friend that I brought with just watched because he isn't the biggest social person either. He knew my friend, the host, and that was about it. So we played 2 or 3 games. I lose all of them, but most of the people on my team were drinking for me because I didn't really want to get drunk. Yeah, I know I'm a pussy, but whatever. I'm gonna do what I want to do. So we get done, and my friend says, "Hey, I'm gonna go back home. I feel weird here." And I was like, "Okay, bro, I get that. I'll be there in an hour or two," because that night I was staying at his house after the party. So he called his mom. She came and grabbed him. Keep in mind that me and my best friend were both underage at this time, and the host wasn't though. The host, he's old enough to drink and all that. I've known him for a while actually, and even though he's a few years older than me, we still chilled all the time. Anyways, back to the story. He leaves and we all sit down because everyone decided that we should play King's Cup. And I noticed that the drummer from my friend's old band is sitting in the circle sipping on that bottle of vodka. And this is where it gets interesting. So we start playing. I don't know really what to do because, like I said, I'm not a big drinker. By the way, I don't condone drinking or smoking or other drugs, so yeah, don't be like me. But we're playing and it gets to be my turn. I pull a card from the deck and it's an ace. So I lean over to my friend because he's been helping me and explaining things to me, and he tells me, "Hey, that's an ace, which means waterfall." And for those of you who are like me and don't know what waterfall in King's Cup is, or even what King's Cup is, it's a drinking game. Um, A waterfall is where the person with the car drinks, which means everyone in the circle has to drink as well, until the person, or me in this case, stops. But not everyone gets to stop when I do. Only the person to my left, because it goes counterclockwise or whatever. Uh, so only he can stop or choose to stop. But if he doesn't stop, all the others have to continue to drink until he does, and so on. So, with an unopened can, I open it and proceed to chug the whole thing. Not everyone was playing, only like 10 of the 15 people that were there were playing. And that's quite a lot of people to be like consistently drinking from like the waterfall or whatever. But I'm having everyone drink a lot, and it finally gets down to the drummer. He's just going on this bottle of vodka, okay? It's probably like a 40 ounce that was full when he arrived, and now it's almost gone. He's being really weird at this point, and we're all like, whatever, he's just drunk, but no. He is blackout drunk, because a few seconds later, he leans over and literally grabs one of my friends that were there, okay? He fucking grabs his dick. And at this point, everyone was just like, whoa, bro, like, you need to chill, dude. And he just bursts out laughing. We were all laughing too, but we were all like, hey, dude, you need to chill, you know? And my friend, the host, me and him walk out into the kitchen, and he tells me that he's worried about him and he doesn't want him to stay being this drunk, because he told everyone else that they could stay there if they wanted as well, because he's got a giant house and a guest room and all that. But yeah, he's like, I don't want him staying here. I've got a pregnant girlfriend and I don't need him being a fucking weirdo. And I'm like, yeah, bro, I don't blame you. So we and a few others go outside, including Vodka Man. We're all standing in the backyard talking, and he looks over at me and says, let's go to the moon, guys. Come on, let's go. Let's go to the moon, guys, right now. I'll take all of us. So drunk, he can't even fucking stand in place, okay? But he proceeds to tell me that we can and should go to the moon for like the next 10 minutes. Yes, 10 minutes of Vodka Man telling me that we're going to go to the moon. So I walk over to my friend and say, hey man, this was a lot of fun. Thank you for letting me come over, but I think I'm about ready to bounce. And he says, of course, man, let me go get my girl. She can take you home. I said, okay, thanks. He gets her, and before we leave, I ask him, I'm like, yo, what are you gonna do about your buddy? And he just goes, I have no idea, bro. So I'm like, okay, well, I hope you figure it out. I said, peace, and we got in the car and left. And on the ride over there, me and his girlfriend were just talking about how weird that the fucking guy was being, and we were laughing about it. We get to my friend's house, and I tell her, thank you for driving me, be safe, I'll see you later. I go into his room, and he's passed out, so I just laid on his floor and did the same shit. We wake up the next morning, and I text my friend who was the host of the party, and I asked him if everything went okay after I left. He said, yeah, we got someone to pick him up, and we're all chilling. So I said, good to hear, man. Thanks again. He said, no problem, bro. Glad you had fun. Then I tell my friend what he missed after he left, and he was just shocked. He was like, really, dude? And yeah, we just started laughing about it, then went on with our day. But yeah, guys, that's the story of how someone got blackout drunk, grabbed my friend's dick, and proceeded to tell me that he's gonna take us to the fucking moon. Moral of the story is don't drink, and if you do, be responsible, please. I hope you all enjoyed this. I know it's probably running a little long, or maybe not, I don't know. But regardless, thank you everyone for 140 subscribers. It means a lot to me and shows that someone actually gives a shit. So again, thank you. Be sure to leave a like if you don't want Vodka Man to come to your house and try and take you to the moon. Comment and tell me if this made you laugh, or if you have any crazy stories about you or someone you know who's gotten super drunk and ended up getting a little weird. I'd love to read them. Subscribe with bell notifications on so you can catch my latest uploads. There's going to be more to come, a lot more to come, okay? I got a whole list of fucking stories to tell. So follow me on Instagram or Twitter at WolfOverLordYT, or you can follow the Wolf Overlord Facebook page. All links will be down in the description. Again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Now I'm up all night, insomniac. I'm so broken hearted, but now I got it back. I was broke as fuck, bitch, I flexed up on my past. Romance these bands, I'm a hopeless romantic. I'm in love with Franklin's, I'm in love with Jackson's. My life